All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Wildcat Week Season 2, Episode 10.
Donovan, look at us. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
Not
I
me.
think we did 11 or 12 episodes last semester, so that puts us at about 21, 22. And put that right in Mark Perry's face because he said we'll probably only do 3 episodes and we'll be done.
Oh, boom.
Boom.
Now you pay us.
Now you pay us.
I should probably do that tonight.
Oh, put it in their pay thing.
Yeah. Thanks for the reminder.
Yeah. No, but Owen, we have very exciting news.
We do?
Yeah, we do. No one knows except for you and your family, but you got engaged this past weekend.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
I mean, a lot of people know, but at this point.
Well, my family didn't.
I was fresh off. I was on Insta, so.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just making sure the masses
Check
know.
the Facebook status.
Check the Facebook status.
I went to go do it the other day, and I noticed that, I guess since she changed hers, it automatically changed mine.
That's no fun.
And so I was like, what the heck? But the date was wrong. Like, I think it just, it had for when we added each other as, in a relationship on Facebook. Because even that date wasn't the same day we started dating. So I think it was just that particular day, that we put it in our Facebook or whatever, that when we realized we could do it. I think that's when it just said that's when we started dating.
Oh.
But then, but I switched it. So hopefully hers switched too.
Hopefully.
Because apparently if she was able to switch mine, then I could probably do for her
I
too,
do have to ask that one uncle question.
Yeah, what's up?
Ready to be held down with only one woman for the rest of your life?
Of course, yes. Good. I wouldn't have made that such a big decision, Donovan. Such a big decision.
But no. Aside from news not related to sports, because this is a sports podcast, we are going to run the intro. But before we do that, I'll explain what we're going to have on the show. We're going to have our usual rundown, then we're going to have our interview, and then our preview. So, Owen, are you ready to roll the intro?
Donovan, let's roll the intro.
All right, let's go.
On the carry. Shoemaker through the hole. Shoemaker to the end zone. Wildcats are pouring it on.
Hastings across to the middle. Goal! Goal! That's the game! Wildcats win it!
You're listening to Wildcat Week, presented by Amplify Media. And we're back from the intro. So, Owen, I think that was probably the first time all semester I've done a correct intro. But you're going to take it away.
No, I think we did it once. I think I caught you one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I reminded you this time. You're welcome. You're welcome, future Donovan.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. Women's sports. Going on to the women's sports. Quick hint. Women's basketball. They had the Lee, right? Yeah, Lee Whitaker Memorial. Leah?
I'm sorry, Leah.
Leah, okay.
I'm sorry, I have a cold.
No, you're good.
I have a cold sore inside my mouth right now, so every single time food touches it, I want to cry a little bit.
It's okay.
Yep.
I love you.
And Thanksgiving's coming up too.
All right, so the Leah Whitaker Memorial Classic was this past weekend, November 11th through the 12th. So on Friday, the girls took on the number 4 ranked team, Carroll College. And Donovan, they came out with a massive W, 59-36. Like we'll talk about a little earlier, our women's basketball team is probably one of the best defensive teams in the country. They're letting their opponents average around 57 points per game, which is insane. And then let alone they hold the number 4 team in the country to 36. Donovan, you covered the game. I was there. I guess before I give kind of my 2 cents on the game, what was your kind of your thoughts during the game? Maybe at halftime when we were like, oh my gosh, we didn't expect this to happen. I mean, we were up. It was a pretty close game going in half. We were up. We had 30. They had 28. But then the second quarter or the second half, dude, we freaking dominated. They had 8 points in the second half.
Yeah, they had 0 the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
I think you just call that a defensive masterclass. I think you just have those days where you can just do anything you want on the defensive end. And the Wildcats, the ladies, they play a diamond press. So if you don't know what a diamond press is, they basically press and they try to get you into these corners of the court and they trap you there. And it was working mainly on the long skip pass. Jordan would tip it or something like that. So Wildcats played outstanding.
Yeah, dude. I think there was one point in the game where they had some girl got in Oh my goodness. Some girl got trapped. Like we trapped one of their players. And she tried to throw it. She threw it out of bounds. Then the next possession, she gets trapped again, shot clock violation. Then we trap her again, backcourt violation, literally in 3 straight possessions in a row.
Dang.
I know. It was unbelievable. It was a masterclass performance. I mean, their highest score had 10 points for Carroll. So one person in the double digits. I mean, dude, that is unfreaking believable. I mean, that's unheard of, really, and especially for the number 4 team in the country. That's unheard of. So the fact that we're ranked number 4 now, I think is definitely well deserved to jump. I mean, dude, they jumped what? That's, oh my gosh, my math is awful. They jumped 7 spots, right? Yeah, that's 7. Yeah,
Yep,
7 spots. All right, now for the for some of our stats. I mean, everyone touched the floor that night. Pretty good night for the girls. But obviously besides the injured players. But so Jordan Reed, hint, she had 14 points. She had 12 steals. Donovan, 4 rebounds. She had 2 offensive rebounds, which are huge rebounds. I think for the next game, me and Sam called it the Reinhardt and Marion game. And Sam and I both were like, whoever probably controls the offensive board and who can get points off of turnovers, will probably win this game. And Donovan, we had our fair share of points off of turnovers. We had 21 points off of turnovers, and they had 22 turnovers.
Wow.
So that's almost a point a turnover right there.
Wow.
So, I mean, just an absolute masterclass. Again, not trying to beat a dead horse, but just an absolute masterclass by the girls. And then on Saturday, they played Reinhardt University, another solid domination of a game, beat them by 14, 84-70. Talked to Jordan the day after the game to ask him how it went because I didn't see the score. And she was like, oh, well, we won. We won by 14, but it was tough. Coach wasn't too happy, and I was like, "What? 14 points?"
What?
But apparently, Reinhardt kind of got manhandled by Marion the night before. So apparently, Reinhardt our defense going from 36 points allowed to the number 4 team in the country to giving up 70 to unranked Reinhardt. But at the same time, Reinhardt was probably pretty PO'd that. They kind of got manhandled by Marion the night before that. So, I mean, not too bad. But a win's a win. So they went 2-0 in the Leah Whitaker Memorial Classic. Then Donovan Tuesday came, and they took a bit of an L, took a bit of a step back. They lost the number 24 ranked Indiana Tech, 74-71. It was at home as well, so a bit of kind of a tough loss. But hey, it is what it is. A loss is a loss. It's the beginning of the season, It's all right. You're not going to let a little bit of a slip up really affect you. So the girls currently sit at 5-2. We will talk about them later, what they got coming up. Going on towards swim and dive. The ONU tri-meet, it finally happened. We talked about it for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, we really did.
We were like upcoming or
It's coming.
It's preview.
It's
in
it's
3
happen.
weeks. The ONU tri-meet. Anyways, so we lost Olivet, who hosted. Maybe that's some home pool advantage.
Yeah, they were giving their team the fast lanes. Is
Yeah.
what I heard.
They had like some jets in the pool.
Yeah.
All right, so we lost 116-95, but we beat Bethel pretty handily, 126-86.
Oh, get stomped.
Exactly. Screw you, Bethel. Now going on towards volleyball. Oh, congratulations to the swim and dive. Sorry. Going on towards volleyball, obviously we had the Crossroads League tournament. They won against St. Francis 2 Saturdays ago, and then this past Wednesday they played Marion University, and sadly we lost 3-2. Donovan, we were up 2-0.
Oh.
And then we got reverse swept.
What was the score of the 5th set? Can you?
So kind of a tough match, Donovan. TBH. I got the stats here. So first set 25-16 us. Second set, obviously 25-15. So two pretty handily performances. Wow. Then you're going to go on to the third set. We get kind of handily handled 25-18. And then Donovan, we took him in an extra points. In the fourth set, 26-24. But then we lost in the 5th set, 15-10. Obviously, in the last set, it's 15's the max. Yep. So kind of a tough performance. We handled them pretty well. I mean,
Yeah.
our kills, we had 67 to their 57. We had 6 aces to their 2 aces, but they had 8 blocks to our 5. But we had 65 assists to their 52. And then the digs were pretty even. They had 98 or 99. We had 98. So, I mean, just a tough performance. It's all right. I mean, hey, they get a conference or they get to host the first round. So that's going to be awesome. Little Lucky Arena action. I'll talk about that a little later. This Saturday, hint, hint. Little spoiler. But Donovan, you can go ahead and take it away with the men's sports.
Yeah. So sorry, I was checking. People were texting me.
Oh, you're good.
So we were going to open it up. First of all, the men's swim and dive team also had the ONU tri-meet. It looks like they did not compete in that. Well, or one swimmer did not compete in that. So now we're going to move to men's basketball. Let me open up the schedule. So men's basketball, we did cover. Yeah,
you're good.
So, the men's basketball team on November 5th. Yeah. They played, well, no. I'm sorry. I just need to do these two.
Dom, you lock it in, dude.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So we're going to open up with November 8th. They played number 22 Oregon Tech. That's the game where we did not have it on here because that was the night we did the podcast.
Yes.
So for that, we won 94-57. We took the number 22 team to the doghouse.
You really did.
So for top scorers for us was Seth Maxwell. He had 20 points. Griffin Cleaver had 16, and then Javen Buchanan, the freshman, came off the bench and scored 14. Great all-around win for the Wildcats. I actually did a multimedia news story for Amplify when I interviewed Coach Osborne. He said, we just came out on all cylinders. He said, Oregon Tech is not that bad.
Yeah.
He said, we just played completely lights out. That's actually the most points the Wildcats have scored this season at 94. Mm-hmm. And then just last night, the Wildcats had their first Crossroads League matchup where they played Mount Vernon Nazarene University out of Ohio. And Mount Vernon Nazarene, they had some dogs on their team. Number 21, Kyle Kegley, he had 35 points, 5 for 6 from 3, 8 for 8 from the free throw line. And then they had number 3, Cade Rusiger. He had 19 points in 36 minutes, 3 of 6 from behind the line. But we held strong for the Wildcats. We had great great play from our starters. Spencer Piercewood had 25 points. Seth Maxwell had 22. Griffin Cleaver had 17, and Tim Adukazi had 12. So the Wildcats are looking like they're back into their usual form. Obviously, giving up 82 isn't great, but hey, if you're going to score 89, I think you're going to win most of your games that you're going to play in.
Yeah.
So that's really been it for the men's basketball, and that's really been it for the entire men's sports. A couple of the other men's sports we'll get to in the preview section because they will be playing an upcoming NAIA tournament game play-ins. But yeah,
Donovan, we had a football
almost
game.
Forgot about football. I all of a sudden saw up here.
I was about to say something. I was about to be like, yeah, so the football team.
So the football team. I didn't go to the game. I'm just
hey,
be
no,
honest
I don't.
Right
hey,
now.
I do not blame you at all.
It was snowing the entire time, but you guys destroyed Madonna. I mean, on paper, like
79-7.
It was kind of given it was going to happen.
Oh,
maybe not that bad, but it was going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't play the whole second half.
Got you. So you got cold the second half.
Yeah, I was freezing, dude. that tiki torch heater thing that we have, I call it. We called it the tiki torch because we all like the whole like starting five. We all like huddled around like the one particular one. We were like, oh.
See, so one time I did sideline interviewing our freshman year.
Yeah.
When you guys beat Siena Heights, and that day was super cold too.
Yeah.
And so I remember when when the play was all the way down on the north end of the field, I would go to the furthest tiki torch on the south side, stand underneath there. And when play would come up back over, I'll go to the north side and stand underneath that one. And so, yes, those tiki torches do wonders.
Dude, they really do, yeah.
But
like our arms were getting so cold, so like we would have our gloves, and it's like that black grippy thing. So we'd like put it and like heat our gloves up, and then like it was me, Will Angel, and Ben Zebarth, and we had like a circle It was like a little triangle around it, and so we would like hold each other's like triceps because like they were frozen.
Yeah.
And so we would just hold each other's triceps with like our bottom of our gloves to warm it up, and then we go, all right, back.
All right, they're cold.
Yeah, it was funny, but no, it was a good game. I'm pretty sure we had one player. Ethan got player of the week, conference player of the week. So it was good, which is kind of crazy because, I mean, we had some pretty high stat line. Dude, our boy Jamison freaking.
I heard he did.
Yeah, dude, 75
well.
yard, I think 75-yard touchdown run or something like that.
So Jameson Chester led the team with 159 rushing yards. Let me see, a 71 yard.
71,
run.
yeah.
And that's the
Crazy.
only. And then Ethan missed that field goal, but he hit all of his other ones. And
Yeah, he did. He double doinked it. I mean, I came on the sideline.
Double doinked it.
It went boonk, boonk, literally left, right. And I was like,
Dang.
I came on the sideline. I was like, Ethan. He goes,
happens. But then he also added a 26-yard field goal, which that's pretty good in that weather that was happening during that day. But no, good job for you guys. And you guys are also outright. Last year, you guys shared the MSFA.
Yeah, dude.
With,
Outriders.
Marion and Concordia, right?
Correct.
So, and this year, you guys beat both of them. And so when you guys got past, I think it was St. Francis, you're like, as long as.
No, I think it was Siena.
Yeah, it's like after you beat Siena, I was like, dude, as long as we don't somehow
blow this
to Taylor and Madonna, like we win this outright.
Yeah, it is sick. I think Taylor was our Taylor was gonna show up as our rival game, so we were like, we were like kind of worried about them, but like we knew we were better than them, especially up front. And then dude, we won that Taylor game. We were like, like this is it. Like
this is gonna happen.
Yeah, and so dude, we went into Madonna, and I mean, we kind of it was. Yeah. I feel bad. I mean, because, dude, I would literally, I walked to the line of scrimmage. I was like, what's up, bro? What grade you in? He goes, freshman. And I was like, oh gosh.
Oh, there's 5, like, seniors up here. Might as well Angel.
Well, no, Ben Zebarth was there, too. So.
But still, like, at the same time, then you have to realize it's like, I mean, you have Luke and Ben. Like, when Luke was out there playing, like, that's like 2 grads. You, Micah.
Three with
Micah. 3
Micah,
grads with Micah. You, a senior.
And Lucas.
Will, who took over for Caleb Rufner.
Yeah.
I mean, like, up front, you guys are.
Yeah, I'm glad we played Madonna though, because it was senior night. Got my family in town, and that was the night I proposed. So it was sick. So I mean, a great weekend. 2 rings in one weekend. I think Luke commented that on my Instagram account. What? Definitely comment of the year on my on any Instagram post I've seen.
100%.
Yeah.
So we're going to take it on into the interview section.
Yeah, let's do it.
I think you guys will enjoy this one as much as us.
Yeah, part 3 of 1.
Part 3, third time reoccurring guest, probably the audience's favorite reoccurring guest as well. So, Owen, you ready to send it on into the interview section?
Let's do it.
All right, let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the interview portion of Wildcat Week. Almost messed up my words there. It's so cold outside, Owen.
If it is freezing.
It's gross. It is so gross.
It's snowing sideways.
Yeah, literally. But it is super hot in this room.
Very warm.
Like it always is.
Yeah.
Me and you always wear short sleeves in here.
Of course.
But we have 2 guests from the women's basketball team. I'll introduce them now. Junior Jordan Reed and also sophomore Izzy Reed. Let's give them a round of applause.
Yes. Part 3 with Jordan Reed. That's crazy.
The most reoccurring guest we've had on the show since starting it.
We had a tie.
8 months ago.
We had a tie for first with Isaac and Trey.
Yep.
And then Jordan now surpasses
winner
and once again takes her spot back as the sole champion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So and then we might have you on, who knows, one more time, like before nationals or something like that.
Yeah.
So
count me in.
Make it a 4th.
I'll always make time.
Sick. Let's go.
Yeah, but first of all, like I know you guys don't get this as much as I do because I broadcast your guys' games. It is awful having to call both of your guys' names because I just go off of last names mostly, and so I'm like Reed. Oh, okay, well, but yeah, how's it like having the same last name?
Yeah.
I mean, it's spelled different. So
One letter.
I mean, but I've
but
never thought
when it comes out of my
I've
mouth,
literally never
it says
thought of
Reed.
it. I mean, you're in a position where you have to say our last names, but we're in a position where we just say our first names.
Oh, okay.
Like,
what does your coach? Your coaches call you guys by nicknames or just?
Yeah.
Okay.
JR and Is.
Oh yeah, he does call you
Typically,
JR.
yeah.
That's right. I heard him call you Junior because JR.
Yeah, that's
and
another one.
I was very confused when I
Interesting.
went to that game, the one that you covered, the the Carroll one.
Oh,
and I was
yeah.
like, who's Junior?
Yeah,
And then I was like,
who's
oh, Jordan
Junior?
Reed,
Gosh.
JR. Yeah.
Yeah, get her off the court. Goodness.
What?
All right.
No.
Who said that?
All right. So looking at your guys' season so far, you guys sit at 5-2. You guys came into the season ranked 11th. Now you're ranked 4th. Kind of explain how the season's been going so far.
Do you want to go?
Yeah, I can start. I feel like we got off at a really solid start. We played Thomas More, ranked number 1 in the country. Started really strong. We lost at a buzzer beater, which I think the whole team, we probably could say that we should have won. But we were playing super well, and now these past couple games we've struggled a little bit, but I have a really good feeling about the games coming up with conference starting.
Yeah.
I think we're all excited to bounce back.
100%. And, like, we were just joking. Like, we got ranked 4th before our loss yesterday. So it's like, yay, we're ranked 4th, but we just lost to a team we should have probably smacked by 20. Like, no disrespect, but, like, we should have. But, yeah, lots of potential. It's going to be a good year. This team is very special. And if we just figure it out now, like, might as well lose some games early and then figure it out and win out conference.
Yeah.
And
It's a great way. That is a great way to look at it. That is the
Yeah.
most positive
Yeah.
way I've ever heard
Appreciate
someone
it.
describe
Very positive.
after coming off of a loss. Because usually we're just the Debbie Downers, like talking
Yeah.
about, oh, there's the women's basketball team losing. We're like, that's some
Embarrassing.
great
It's
insight.
embarrassing.
No, it's all right. I
Nah,
mean,
no.
you
Humbles
guys, I one thing I was talking about when I did, because I did the game after you, so there was the Marion,
yeah,
the
you did
Marion
the-
versus
Yeah.
Reinhardt, Marion versus Reinhardt game,
Yeah.
and we were talking about like just how Marion had like their opponent's points per game was like some insane low number, and we were like, dang, that's crazy. So I think in the middle of that, Sam and I kind of were talking about how you guys were playing Reinhardt. So we looked at y'all's points per game, and it's you guys are averaging 74.3, but you're holding your opponents at 57.3 points a game,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
Pretty big time.
It's crazy. And I mean, you guys, like we were just saying, they played Carroll, who at the time was number 4.
Yep.
And you guys held them to 36 points.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a big game.
Yeah.
So like talk
Yeah.
about, I guess coming up, like, you know, obviously you guys took the number 1 team to a buzzer beater, tough loss, but a lot of positives to come off of that. I guess kind of talk about how was it kind of, you know, just reaching that threshold of beating a top 5 team, and pretty handily too.
Yeah. I feel like it's easy to get up for those types of games. Like number 4 team, like you got nothing to lose. Number 1 team, you got nothing to lose. Like we were ranked 11th, so it was like coming in, like there's no pressure on our backs. And so games like that, it was super easy for us to get up and like just get hot and then have like super insane energy. And then games like Reinhardt and even Indiana Tech, it's like we could win this. Like, is it going to be a 10-point win? Is it going to be a 40-point win? Is it going to be a loss? And so we saw that last night. And I think just with the Carroll, everybody was like, this is number 4. Like, we should be top 5. Like, we should do this. And so we came in with an edge, and we were the tougher team. And our defense was just so, like, that's what won us the game was our defense. But
And that's going to be the biggest battle, I think, this season is just fighting complacency. Like, we know we're good. We're super talented, but we're getting everyone's best shot. You know, every single game, people want to beat us. And against teams where it wouldn't be such a big game or they aren't ranked super high, those are the games where we got to make sure we come out just like we're playing the top team in the country.
Yeah, so first of all, when you guys played Reinhardt, I was calling that game. That girl was not 5 feet tall. She was like 4'9".
Yeah.
Had to be.
But she did make an insane play. She
was
hit it off
fast.
of whose back was
Jade.
it?
Oh,
She-
Jade.
Yeah, and just put up a layup, and it was so
Wait,
fun.
And
was it
that's
like
where
an
you just give
inbound?
credit.
Yes.
Yeah.
She did the same thing the night before that against Marion.
Yes, and you're just like respect. Like that was tough.
Yeah.
Like you give her a high five and you move on because
Yeah.
like it's tough. But yeah.
So talking about you guys lost Maddie Lawrence. She'll be back though. She broke her wrist, right?
Hand, but
Broke her
same
hand.
thing.
Okay,
right?
well,
Same
in
thing.
the area of your hand, she broke something. But Jade Nelly has stepped up for you guys and played insane minutes for you
Yeah,
guys. I
yeah.
mean, she had her career high last night. Was it 29? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wow.
how has she kind of stepped up for you guys?
Oh my gosh.
She's she's a beast.
Yeah.
She's,
Enough said.
yeah. She I can just, I mean, Jordan can attest to this,
Yeah.
but see such a difference from last year to this year. Even just she's playing with more confidence, and I don't think it's a good thing that Maddie got hurt at all. I obviously don't want Maddie to be hurt, but I think Maddie being out has forced Jade to take on this bigger role, and I think it's been really good for her.
Yeah.
And I think when Maddie comes back, Jade, like the two of them are going to be able to just dominate down there together, and I'm super excited to see how they mesh and just how Jade continues to grow and lead the team, honestly, for the rest of the season.
Yeah, she's a different animal this year. And coming into the season, like, she knew, and we all knew, like, if she just had confidence, she'd be the best player on the floor.
Yeah.
And she's already has shown it and, like, hasn't even reached her peak. But, yeah, her and Mad Dog work so well together. You have, like, this wisdom, this, like, matured basketball player, and then this just, like, superstar young player, and then they just, like, work together. And I'm just super excited for the both of them and what's to come, not just on the basketball court but off. But, yeah, they're both awesome.
Yeah, so speaking, like, into your guys' roles, like, Jordan, you were kind of like a six-man last year, also starting at some points. And Izzy Reed, like, you've, like, I mean, like, you didn't play a whole lot last year, but you've came in and stepped up into a bigger role, being one of the first 2-3 people off the bench. Like, how has both of your guys' roles, like, kind of changed from last year to this year?
Yeah. Well, yeah, last year I didn't, especially towards the end of the season, I wasn't really playing that much, especially in big games. I didn't really see the floor much. So coming into this year when I knew we were going to be just as good, if not probably better, I didn't know what my playing time was going to look like. Like, over the summer, I worked really hard. I put a lot of work in, and honestly, I just want whatever the role that I was given was going to look like. I just want to be the best teammate I can be. And these first couple games, when I come in, I just try to do my job, and that looks a lot different than Jordan's job, right? Like,
You're right.
Jordan's a big scorer on our team. Once her driving in the basket, that is not my role, right? I'm trying to get defensive stops, and if I'm open, I got to let the ball fly.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to
tell her to shoot. Tell her to shoot.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're shooting 40% of the year, so that's kind of crazy.
Yell at her.
yeah, I'm just trying to do my job and keep the energy up and just be the best teammate I can be.
And I think, like, just watching her also grow from last year to this year is just, like, insane. Just, like, the joy that she brings on the court just through, like, the hustle plays is unreal. But I think that's what's so great about this team is, like, if Izzy's having an off night, like, somebody else will step up.
Yeah.
If Jade is having an off night, like, somebody else will step up. And, like, we can just play so many roles, and not everybody needs to have a good night to, like, win big games. And I don't mean that pridefully at all, but, like, everyone just, like, works with their strengths and weaknesses.
We have
and it's
so
just,
many
it's
weapons.
awesome. Yeah,
Like,
so many, like, different, like, characters, so many different attitudes and just skill sets. And we'll be unstoppable if we finally figure out how to play everyone's gifts maximized together. But, it's awesome.
Yeah.
So, Jordan, I talked about it with you on the way to class one day. We're still missing layups. Open.
Oh,
Transition
yeah.
layup.
Donovan did
They're
tell me
tough.
about that.
They're tough.
They
No,
are.
trust me. I played basketball in high school. I understand how tough they are. But we gotta lock those down.
I know. It's like as if I'm a third grader again trying to learn the fundamentals, like the right-handed layups.
Yeah.
It's like the easiest shot in the game, and I'm a little hard sometimes, a little soft sometimes.
I would probably
You never
say.
know.
We're going to dial it in.
We're gonna
We'll get
dial it.
Yeah,
Maybe
we're going
I'll
to dial
throw
it
a
in.
360 dunk in sometime, and
Yeah.
it'll make up for the
Right.
the missed layups.
Yeah. You just gotta jam one down like you did in that
Right.
one video that went kind of viral.
Yeah,
You
it was
had
the
your-
camera angles, but yeah.
You had a day of being kind of viral.
right.
And so yeah.
It's coming back. There's
It's
another
coming.
day in the
Maybe,
near future. I
hopefully.
know it.
We'll see if the knees hold up.
Yeah.
We'll see.
If the knees hold up.
So
Every athlete ever.
Yes.
So last season, let me go back. You guys lost with the Elite Eight.
Sweet 16.
Sweet 16,
Yeah,
yeah,
you
they
guys
lost in the first round.
Right.
First round. Obviously,
Yeah, first
Yeah,
round of like the Sioux City.
Yeah.
the Sioux City thing in the Chicken Nugget Arena.
The Chicken
Um,
Nugget Arena.
But you guys lost in the round of 16 to the Masters University. I mean, you guys only lost, was it 2 girls from last year to this year?
Three.
Three. I mean,
Yeah.
Okay.
one
3.
actually played.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, like, I'm not.
Yeah. I know what
I
you
mean,
No, yeah,
if you
you're
look
right.
at the minutes, yeah.
Yeah.
But you guys are just
Sorry.
very well experienced when it comes to just like You guys won the Crossroads League tournament last year. Like, how has that experience helped you guys kind of through the summer, coming back together, starting team practices here in the fall?
Yeah, I think especially this isn't a good thing necessarily, but a lot of our freshmen have been injured. And so our practices, it's really just returners.
Yeah.
And so it feels like we're picking up right from where we ended in a lot of ways, I think. I know my mind is spinning so much less than it was. Like freshman year, oh my goodness, everything was moving a million miles an hour. So I feel like we're definitely picking up where we left off in a lot of ways. But also we've changed a lot of things within our defense that we've kind of had to start from ground zero there.
Yeah.
And I think we're noticing that and still trying to work on that for sure.
Yeah, no middle. But yeah, just to go off that, like last year we had 11 freshmen and sophomores. Like, so basically like it's a whole new team. And so this year just coming back and only losing 3 great seniors, but just you can see the maturity level and just how connected we are. And things are just a lot more smoother. Also, like she said, heads aren't spinning as much, and it makes it, I think, easier on the freshmen because there is so like elderly wisdom. Right. I don't know, older kids like teaching them and just more matured bodies out on the floor. But yeah, it's definitely a huge jump from last year, and we knew last year was going to be like a growing year. We knew that from the start, and we knew like this year we really had to capitalize on everything, all the gifts that we have. So
I mean, last year I felt like every other practice we were leaving feeling like, that wasn't great. This year I don't really feel like we've had many of those.
No.
So just like we've matured a lot in that area.
Yeah. Just got to bring it to games.
Yes. You have
No, yeah, you're good.
Okay. I was just wondering, like, since I broadcast games, like, I kind of like just kind of glance over, like, you guys are like really like almost a lot of you guys are around like the Kokomo, Indianapolis area, except for like obviously some being from Fort Wayne. But like, has that like helped you guys like kind of like when you guys are being recruited from high school, when you come here, to kind of be like, oh, like, you know, this girl, maybe I didn't play her a lot in high school, but like I at least kind of maybe knew of her a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, we're both from the Indy area, so a lot of teams that we see really don't have a lot of Indy kids, but I know, like, Claire has, like, noticed a lot of kids, like, coming out of, like, IU Kokomo, IUK or whatever, and, like, a bunch of those schools, but really, like, I don't know. I feel like I don't see as many. Like, I've heard of names. And maybe that's just my, like, I'm just super oblivious and, like, I just maybe don't notice. But
no, I don't think we play a ton of people. No. It's more like we're familiar with names, but we hardly ever play anyone from.
Yeah. And I feel like we're getting to the age where, like, I don't know many incoming people either. Like, watching high school basketball, I'm like, oh, who is that? Like, I don't know who these people are.
It has reached that point for us.
Same.
Yeah, but I mean, we've heard of names.
Yeah.
But not really from like high school and stuff. Not a lot of.
And it never benefit. Like it's not like we know players well enough for it to really benefit us at all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Jordan, kind of going back to what we were talking about before, before the Indiana pipeline question that Donovan had with our women's basketball team. If we're talking about someone improving over the years, Jordan, let me bring up a stat real quick.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Don't say it.
All right, Jordan, I mean this in the nicest way possible.
Okay.
Last year you were the second lowest in 3 points. Okay. You were 11.1 with one made 3-pointer. Okay.
Big time. Come on,
Jordan. You are 50% this year.
Oh,
You're first on the team. We're not gonna we won't talk about how many you've shot, how many you've made.
I'm 50%. I'm
50%. That's got to be top.
Free throw, two 3-pointers. 2. She's made 1, but she's 50. That's half.
In one game.
Yeah.
She shot 2 in one game.
Hey, that's first on that's. Yeah, first on the team.
First.
That's first on the team. She's second.
I'm gonna stay leading too.
Yeah.
Just
stop.
Just leave it. Just we're not gonna.
Maybe I'll shoot one more. Hopefully it goes in. So like
just to boost it
a little bit. But like right now, I'm staying.
I don't know. I wouldn't risk it. I wouldn't risk it
because
then you'll be like 33.
She has been looking good in practice though.
66.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who knows?
Thank you. Yeah, but it's one of my specialties.
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Now you've really improved. You're at 50%.
Yeah.
So, but you're also, she has 15 steals this year.
Wow.
That is an insane
7
defensive.
games.
Appreciate it.
Because
I
you
did
guys
not
are
know that.
you
Appreciate
guys
it.
are nasty at defense.
Thank
That's
you.
the one thing I picked up. I
We're
mean,
trying.
yeah. Hey, that's one
We
thing I
can
picked
be.
up. That's one thing I picked
Yeah.
up when I came to the game, and I was like, I was sitting there with my boss for the Chronicle, good old Scott Hunt, and I
Shout
was
out,
like,
Scott.
wow. I was like, this is arguably the best defensive basketball team I've ever seen.
Because you
Yeah.
came to Carroll, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
good.
yeah.
We
Good one to
did.
come
Yeah,
to.
no, yeah.
Good one to come to.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah. So,
It's definitely gonna be what wins those games this year.
For sure.
100%.
yeah. Because, I mean, you guys, and hopefully you guys show up because you do have 3 more ranked opponents. I mean, obviously 2 of them are Marion, so, like, that's not counting Marion. I think, what was the other one? I had it.
Rio.
Yeah, Rio. Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Or
whoa, whoa.
Rio?
Rio.
Rio.
Oh.
Oh, that's
no, it's all right. I
embarrassing.
said
Cut it.
I did
Shoot.
it. I did it. I did it. Good job, Donovan.
And what famous fast food restaurant chain was started in Rio Grande?
McDonald's.
No.
Ah,
Culver's.
No.
Oh gosh.
Wendy's?
TB. Talk about.
Bob Evans.
Oh, is that fast food?
That's not fast food, and
That's
that's
I'm
not
sorry.
famous.
Okay.
You
what
said it
famous
suck.
What
That's
famous
like
food
it's like
chain?
Cracker Barrel. Yeah, your Cracker Barrel's fast food. No, it's
Well,
not.
There's like 900
No.
locations. Okay. I guess I worked
It's
with
a
quite
it's called a
long.
chain.
It's chain.
Okay. A chain.
Yeah.
breakfast
You don't call
restaurant.
Applebee's.
Just
Applebee's
a
isn't fast food. It's a chain. Wow.
Yeah.
You're an idiot.
All right.
You learn something new every day, Donovan.
Yeah, I do.
Fast
Jordan,
food's like drive-through. Okay, basketball.
Yeah,
I know what fast food is on. No, but Jordan, when we had you on 8, 9, 10 months ago,
Yeah.
you were the you had aux control in the locker room.
Yes.
Does that still belong?
Oh, it's still going.
Still do.
What's the
Mm.
what's the
Yeah,
mix?
what's the banger of the year?
What's the mix?
Oh, what have we been playing recently?
No. We love
I would
the
say
Wolves song. That
The
one.
Wolves by Post Malone and Big
Oh,
Sean. That's a
yeah.
class.
That-
Everyone loves
that goes
that one.
crazy.
That one goes crazy.
I mean, Drake just dropped.
I would
Did you,
say yeah, but I can't play that outside the locker room. That has been played inside the locker
Yeah,
room.
of course. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yeah. And then Unholy by Sam Smith
Oh, yeah,
is
yeah.
a pretty popular one.
Okay.
Okay. interesting.
That is also inside the locker room.
Of course.
What's
Yeah.
the one?
I feel like there's another.
You and I love this one. I don't think many other people do.
Oh.
It's not actually cheese stick, but like it's that's
Cheese stick?
or green stick or something. It's like
Green light?
not green light.
Okay,
Shoot.
this is awkward.
This is
Green light.
Wow.
no. It's
Alright.
like we'll talk.
Yeah,
about it
you
later.
got
We'll talk about it
no,
later.
no, sing a couple. lyrics.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I
There
will
we go,
not
there
be
we go, there we
singing.
go.
I will
I'll
not
pull up
be
Spotify.
singing.
I'll pull
Yeah.
up Spotify.
Yeah.
You sing some lyrics. I'll pull it up.
So are you like you're just automatic hype man for the team? That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, with music.
Yeah.
With music.
With music.
And with not just with music, she can get us hyped pretty.
Oh, no. I mean,
yeah, you can.
I try.
We like have celebrations
Pictures.
after certain drills in our shoot arounds.
Yep.
Jordan typically calls the choreography for those. We've had leapfrog. We've had
What do we've had like shooting people down.
Oh, yeah,
It's not very
taking people's
appropriate.
rings,
taking the ring off
Thomas
somebody.
Moore's rings. Yeah,
Yeah.
we get creative.
We've had
for
some good
sure.
ones. Like football, we did a football one.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
Through
Yeah.
touchdown. Yeah, it was,
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, we did throw a
it
touchdown.
was super awesome.
Did you
There's
throw the
some-
touchdown?
I caught it.
Oh, okay.
And I
gotcha,
ran.
Gotcha.
Yep,
Gotcha.
I caught it and ran.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Very fitting.
Yeah. So.
So
Hopefully you made the layup. Sorry, that
Oh.
was mean. That was mean. That was mean. That was mean. That was mean.
No,
That was so mean. That was
She
so mean.
deserves to walk.
It was
I
good. It
respect
was.
it.
I
I respect it. It was there.
Yeah, it was
You
there.
had
I
to.
couldn't pass it
You
up.
had
I
to.
had to. I'm sorry.
You
Jordan,
had
my
to.
bad, my
No,
bad.
no, no.
Had to-
Respect.
sorry, I'm
had to
sorry.
shoot
It was
that one.
valid.
I did. I shot it and made it. I'm 100 now.
I'm 100. But no, like when it comes to practice, like obviously you guys have fun. But like when you kind of get into the season now, is it just more like maintaining your bodies? Like, are you guys like doing a whole lot of conditioning anymore or not really?
No,
You can go.
we don't really condition.
No.
Unless it's for punishment or something.
Yeah.
But like right now, our games are pretty heavy.
Yeah.
Like we've had 7 games in 10 days or 5 games in 10
Wow.
days.
Yeah.
And so right now they're just kind of trying to keep our bodies, let our bodies rest.
Yeah. And we get conditioning through our drills. That's what they kind of hold that standard of like in the drills we want you guys to gain that conditioning through like how hard you're playing. So that's where that comes from.
Right.
But other than
lot
like
of
we had a day
live.
off today just to give our our bodies a rest, which was nice. But yeah, they do a good job at like seeing where we're at, which is good.
Yeah.
So the freshmen on the team, obviously they're all hurt except for Josie right now. But you also had a transfer, Sadie, come into the team. I guess how has Sadie kind of been used as like a spark plug so far for you guys?
Yeah, she's great, and just a good piece to our game. And she kind of plays like street ball, and we need that. Like Gabby Suarez, I don't know if you guys remember Gabby, my freshman year. She played also like a street ball point guard, and it definitely gets a different game going for us when we're in like those rhythm lulls and when the ball is sticky, because our team usually is very like fundamentally sound and we have a rhythm and we kind of get in a flow of things. And then when we get sticky, it's like, what do we do now? And so when she comes off the bench, she's a big time, just like moves the ball. Yeah, playmaker for sure, playmaker. She creates for a lot of people through some swaggy passes. And she definitely brings a different level that I don't think teams have prepared for. So she's definitely been awesome to this team on and off the court. And I'm excited to see how she adjusts to us too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it nice to have someone who's kind of been around the ringer with college basketball as well? Like, 'cause I mean, she's a senior grad transfer.
Yeah.
So like, or not grad transfer, but she's did she graduate from her school?
know.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. So just like
Senior
a transfer,
this year.
but like how has her experience really helped out, because I mean, like you guys said, there is a lot of those juniors and sophomores who have kind of, like developed, but not really seniors yet and have that, those 3 years of experience. So how has hers, really helped you guys?
She knows the game, and so that always helps. And she sees the floor well, which helps again. But it's just I would be lying if I said we gelled right away, like game wise, not personality wise, but like game wise. Like we had to figure out how she plays, and she has to figure out how we play.
And we're still figuring it out. Yeah.
It's definitely been a lot better. But it's just day by day. Like we got to adjust to how her style of play, and she has to adjust to our style of play. And I think everyone has a mutual respect for everyone, not just between the two different games, but for everyone. And it's definitely nice to have some experience on the team when we are still so young. Like we still have a ton of sophomores trying to figure out the game, and like a ton of sophomores getting big minutes. And so having that experience helps out, and just a different perspective on the floor also helps out a ton. So, yeah.
So bus rides, I mean, what are those like?
Oh, they're fun.
They're awesome.
As long as we win.
Yes.
Right,
yes.
There have been a few where we lose, and I mean, it's silent.
Yeah.
Right? Like, no speaking, but for the most time, they're a lot we
Yeah. Or if we lose and we're like laughing on the bus. That's no good. No good.
I think my favorite one last year, we were coming back from Missouri at the beginning, and we all put these headphones on and had to sing a song that we were listening to, but like the rest of the bus couldn't hear. Yeah, so they're just listening to us sing. And
you're just like yelling this song. Like
we sounded horrible. But it was so funny.
It was so fun. And we got everybody to do it. Like even Madeline Lawrence, we got everybody to do it.
And I mean at 11 p.m. and at that time everything's funny.
Yeah.
So that was probably my favorite bus ride.
Bus rides are fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Coach Whaley, each of you give like 30 seconds. Like, what's Coach Whaley like as a coach?
He's super energetic, right? Like, you guys, have you guys ever met him?
Yeah,
Yes.
he fist bumps me every
energetic
game.
guy.
Yes,
Yeah.
and that's not a show. Like, that's how he
That's
is 100% of the time. Lot of energy, or what we call juice. That's kind of the word we use. Always sparked up. You guys heard of Spark?
Yeah,
like the
pre-workout.
Yes, pre-workout. Yeah.
Advocare.
Always sparked up.
Yeah.
And just, I mean, that's him all the time.
Yeah. He's
Level
awesome.
100.
Yeah. He's as much as we've grown, he's grown a lot too. And so it's cool to see him become the coach that he is now. And he's the type of guy that cares about you off the court, which is what we need. More than what we do on the court. But he's a good guy with a great heart. So That's
Yeah.
Coach Whaley in a
Yeah.
nutshell.
Yeah.
I have heard though from referees that he is.
He
Yeah.
talks a lot.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which I can
He'll
relate.
let you
I
know.
can relate because Coach
He'll let
Lang,
you know.
we had a one time we like volunteered a flag football tournament as referees, and like our white hats were like college refs,
Yeah.
and a couple of them had refereed our game, and they were like, "We hate your coach so much."
Yeah.
So no, I know
And
what
what
it's
coach doesn't talk?
Right.
Or like,
Hey,
yeah.
that I would rather my coach talk and
Right.
stick up for me than not say
Say
anything
a
at
word,
all. So
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
but I did notice like he was a loudmouth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's
And
kind
he
of
like
it was
fun
kind
tries
of
to
funny.
joke
No,
with
it's
them.
hilarious.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
And
tries
like
to joke with them, and it's just like they're not having the jokes.
No, yeah.
sometimes.
no, and throw the little passive aggressive
Oh, yeah.
comments
Yep.
about the other refs or like talking to the bench when the ref is right behind, trying to send a message. It's like,
They're
oh
not
my gosh,
listening.
they're not listening.
That's
No,
hilarious.
Yeah.
Has he ever gotten technical?
I'm sure he has.
Not when we've been here.
Yeah.
Though. Lots of warnings. Lots of warnings.
Oh, of
Lots
course. Okay, yeah.
But-
Well, that's
Yeah.
good. They give the
Not
warnings.
when we've been here. No. Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I find it interesting now because he's in his 6th year, and so he truly has like every single girl on the team now is someone he's recruited.
Right.
You know, like
That's
I think
good.
like your freshman year, there still would have been a few
Mhm.
that like he didn't recruit. So it's
Yeah.
cool to see that he truly has a team that he's all recruited, and you guys have stayed at the same level as
Mhm.
when he came in to coach.
Mhm.
Yeah, so you guys were 30-5 last year.
Yeah. Shocker.
Why shocker?
We weren't expecting to be 30-5 coming
Oh.
into the season last
Oh.
year.
It was one of y'all's. I think I saw something that was like when I went back in the archives of last year, I saw it was like I think it was probably the best record in like
Yeah.
a
Since
couple
they
of
won
years.
the
Yeah.
national championship,
Yeah.
I think.
And
Yeah.
this is the first time this is y'all's highest ranking I think since like 2014.
Yeah.
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 Which is also crazy.
Yeah.
Hopefully we do something with it.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
My question is, are you guys like gonna beat Marion in the regular season
Oh.
Yeah.
and then beat them in the tournament, or are we just
Yeah.
gonna like
Wait.
lose them in the regular
Yeah,
season
exactly.
and then beat
we
them in
did.
the
That's what we talked
championship?
about too. We talked
Like-
about that
Yeah.
when you were there.
Oh yeah. Because I'm pretty sure we lost to them like the week before we came on the podcast. one
Yes,
time.
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, yeah, we're not losing.
No.
Good.
And Coach Whaley hasn't won the regular season
Conference tournament.
conference.
Mm-mm.
No. So, I mean, that's definitely something that we're
Yeah.
Yeah.
hoping, planning to get done, I think.
And that might sound cocky, but
No,
we're
I
not-
mean-
we're
No,
not
I mean
losing.
that's
No,
not.
we
No.
refuse.
We're not losing to Marion.
That's not
No.
cocky at all. That's
Heck
just
no.
yeah.
Yeah, that was that 74-77 overtime loss.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah.
Oh, I covered the TV. Yep,
Mm.
I remember. I was at that game. That game was
Yeah.
Oh,
wild.
my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, we also had a
was awesome.
stretch. We had a stretch last year where every single person we had on the podcast, they lost like their next game, and it's been broken. But that like when you guys, when
Oh,
we
yeah,
had
you lost
guys
to Goshen.
you lost to
Oh.
Goshen.
Yeah,
Oh,
because we were like, oh, this is an easy dub, and then you guys,
Yeah, we
you guys
That
lost by
was-
14.
Oh,
Yeah.
we had a plate workout after too.
We came back at like
Ooh.
midnight, had
Literally.
hell shell and a
Yeah,
plate workout.
and we were there in the gym,
Dang.
Yeah.
repping it out.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Never again. Well,
Literally
we-
couldn't move our arms.
No.
Biceps were flexed for the next week. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so that will pretty much wrap it up. It's
Heck
been
yeah.
about a half an hour. So you guys have Friday Mount Vernon Nazarene.
Yeah.
First game of the Crossroads League. They're coming here. You gonna
Yeah.
put a Wampus down or what?
We got
That's
to.
the goal. I mean, they're a super solid team.
Yeah.
And I think it'll be a great opportunity for us just to respond after last night's game.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're all excited. First conference game.
Yeah. And it's a team that like you always got to show up to play against
Yeah.
because you'll get their best shot, and they have some shifty guards. So we're super excited, and we got to respond to the past couple of games. We haven't played the best, and so we got to prove it not just to everyone that we're number 4, but to ourselves. And so I think we'll do just that.
Yeah.
Not worried.
You guys also better beat Taylor next Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
Oh.
Not
All
a
right, I just
question.
wanted.
Got to.
I wanted
Not
to
a
like
question. Yeah,
throw that
yeah,
out
not
there.
a
Like,
question.
okay, good.
Yeah.
Good.
All right. Well, that'll pretty much wrap it up. Owen, are you ready to take it to the preview section?
Let's do it.
All right, let's go. And we're back out of the interview.
Donovan, that was great. I had a great time. Jordan, part
had a
3.
burp.
You're good. Jordan, part 3. It was just it was a great time. It's a great time.
No, it was, and we also
Yeah.
got to meet
Is he?
Reed.
Of course, yeah.
Might as well call
Soon
them
to be-
sisters
yeah.
with one different letter in their last name.
Oh,
you know?
Donovan, that was so funny. Haha. All right, going on towards women's basketball for the preview. No, but it was a good time. So going on towards women's basketball, only rightfully so. Going up, coming up. Sorry, little stutter right there. November 18th on Friday at 6 p.m. They will be hosting Mount Vernon Nazarene, University of Ohio.
University of Ohio.
MVNU. It will be here in Lucky Arena, Donovan, home of the Wildcats.
What about this?
Hopefully we can protect our home field advantage. So, or home court advantage. Sorry. First, it's also going to be the first conference game. Sorry, drew a blank right there. Going on towards next Tuesday at 7 p.m. We're back at home against Taylor University. Donovan, hopefully the girls show up and show out because I know Taylor won't. Going on towards volleyball. I just don't like Taylor. Going towards volleyball. So like I said in the rundown, they lost in the semifinals to Marion. So, but hey, Donovan, they made the national tournament. So we are hosting a national tournament, our first game versus Rocky Mountain College of Montana.
Good old Rocky Top. Rocky Top,
Uh,
Tennessee.
This is actually Montana. So November 19th, Saturday, 5 p.m. That is this Saturday. Hopefully the day all of you will be watching this if Donovan can edit it. It will be in Lucky Arena, Marion, Indiana, home of the Wildcats. Now going on towards women's bowling. Donovan, that Bowling Green State invite is finally here. It is this Saturday, starting at 9 a.m., ending probably until very later. It is at the Sandusky, Ohio Cedar Lanes, so best of luck to them. Now going on towards our final women's sport. Women's soccer, Donovan, they lost in the quarterfinals, like we said last episode, to Taylor, sadly. Now, though, Donovan, they made the national tournament. They are sitting atop of the rankings at number 14. They will be playing against John Brown University of Arkansas in the NAIA first round. Over in Williamsburg, Kentucky,
Williamsburg, Kentucky.
UC Soccer Complex, University of Cumberland.
Did you do?
Oh, no. Donovan.
Okay.
Donovan, that's my mistake. Good job. Now, real quick, Donovan did remind me, I'm so sorry. Sorry to the women's cross country teams. Very, very sorry of me.
Very.
They are ranked number 12 currently right now, so a massive. Oh, never mind. They got re-ranked. They are number 10. So Donovan, they had themselves one heck of a Crossroads League run. They came second out of 10. I'm pretty sure it was Taylor. Yeah, it was Taylor that won it all. But Donovan, they do have the NAIA Crossroads Country National Championship coming up this Friday. So best of luck to them. The race will be at 9:30 a.m. But Donovan, that's all for now for the women's sports. What about you for the men's?
So we will also open up with the men's cross country. So the men's cross country will also be competing in their national championships in Tallahassee, Florida, at Appalachia Regional Park. Men's team are ranked, I believe, 4th still. Yes, they are ranked 4th. And also I saw some news that we missed for the rundown. Eli Fullerton was named the Great Lakes Region Cross Country Athlete of the Year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just to think, we were in the presence.
We were in the presence of greatness.
We're in the presence of greatness.
So
Sorry.
good luck to them on
Yes,
Friday.
best of luck.
Next, I will also move to men's bowling. Men's bowling will also be at the Bowling Green State Invite this Saturday in Sandusky, Ohio. You know what else is in Sandusky, Ohio?
What?
Cedar Point.
Oh, sick. What's that?
Right. It's a roller coaster park.
Oh, yeah.
It's Cedar Point.
No, you're right. You're definitely
I thought
right.
it was the Six Flags one, but I think
No,
Cedar
you're right.
Flags. Okay, whatever. I'm not a roller coaster guy. I don't know it. So next I will move on to no, they don't have anything. So I'll move on to men's soccer. The men's soccer also barely scraped their way into an opening round for the men's soccer national championships. So their group play will be in Lawrenceville, Georgia. They will play Columbia College for their first game. And Owen, they have already played Columbia College. They played them for their third match of the season where they tied 0-0 here in Marion. Columbia College is coming off of a heater They just won their men's soccer championship for the conference that they are in, where they beat number 12 in the country, Williams Baptist. So the Wildcats got to be on their A game. Coming
What are
in.
they still? Are they still ranked?
They are ranked now 14th. So
Okay.
when we played them, they're ranked 15th. When we played them earlier this season, they were ranked fourth or seventh. Yeah, fourth. And so now they're down to 15th. So good luck to the men's team. They're probably already down there since they play tomorrow. Yeah. So I hope they're down there.
They definitely are.
They definitely are.
Yeah.
Next, I will move on to men's basketball. So the men's basketball is already on the bus leaving because I have Noah Smith in one of my classes. He wasn't there. They are on their bus going to South Dakota. They're going to the 2022 Small College Basketball Champions Classic. As I said, in Aberdeen, South Dakota. They'll play Friday and Saturday. Friday, they'll play Dakota Wesleyan University at 5 p.m., and then on Saturday, they'll play Morningside College of Iowa at 3 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And next, I will move on to the NAI Football National Championship Series.
Yeah. Sports, yes.
So you guys are in the round of 16. You guys will... Yeah.
I said that we are.
Oh, I thought you said we are?
No, yeah, that we are.
So you guys will play Avila University of...
Avila, whatever they're called.
Okay, Avila. I'll say Avila.
No, that's a joke this whole week.
Avila.
We just don't know. Also, their logo is atrocious. Have you seen it? Not that A. No, it's not that, dude. It's...
All right,
you got to look it up. Seriously. Yeah. Is there a way you can like edit it, and put it on the YouTube, or is that copyright?
No, I could. No, I can't. I can do it. I'll throw it in there.
Dude, it's bad. I mean, it looks like Avila College or University was like, guys, we just came out with a new mascot. Would you guys like to submit drawings? And some middle school was like, oh yeah, dude, we should totally do this. School. And some 5-year-old won it.
All right. Enough of the slander for their poor little eagle of a mascot.
Dude, that is bad.
But so they were 10-1 on their season, just like you guys.
Yeah, this is actually their first time in the NAIA.
I did read that.
Yeah, crazy.
So how they got here, they played they kind of have a similar schedule like we do. They played 2 ranked teams, number 15, Kansas Wesleyan University. Kansas Wesleyan was ranked 15 at the time. They beat them 18-14, and then they beat Bethel College, not of Indiana, in Kansas City. They beat them. They were the 9th ranked team. They beat them 28-14.
Yep.
So they're feeling great about themselves. Oh,
they are.
What's not really game plan, but plan of attack here? Like, you guys feeling like you guys really have a shot here?
Oh,
obviously, you feel like you're gonna have a shot here, but like honestly.
Yeah. No. I mean, definitely. I mean, absolutely. I think they are a very unsound defense in the sense where they kind of let their athletes do what their athletes want to do and think that they can win because of that. And I mean, obviously they have. They're 10-1. So I mean, they've definitely proved that they can win by doing that. But I think we come from a conference where structure and letting your athletes do what they do. I think that has honestly made us. That's obviously made us conference champions, but that's made us the best team in the hardest conference in the country. So I think for us, that we just need to really just kind of lock it in, and just do what we've been doing this whole year, just getting 1% better every single day. And I think if we can just really hone in on the things that just like that Coach T, just trust him, obviously, but also just kind of hone in on the things that we've been doing this whole year, letting our running backs run, letting our blockers block really, and kind of getting that rock rolling to open up that pass game. I think we'll come out on top, Donovan. I know we will come out on top. We just got to execute, and I think executing really, really get us on top. So what are you looking at? Oh, their mascot. That's bad, dude.
Yeah, but his name is Dom the Eagle.
Dom the Eagle.
D-O-M.
I'm just glad we have Wesley.
I'm gonna save this real quick so I can plug it into the podcast. Yeah, this is goofy.
Yeah, it's different, Donovan.
It hits different. Let's just put it right there.
I don't know if it hits different, but it's definitely different. Like, I think if they just submitted the picture of their mascot, it would probably look better.
Yep.
Yeah. Because, I mean, like, dude, it's second to St. Francis, or it's first. Like that's the worst, but St. Francis was definitely the worst.
St. Francis is the worst.
The Cougar thing they have, it's so dumb.
Oh, this is
No.
St. Francis of Illinois.
Yeah.
St. Francis, Indiana. That's still wrong. That guy?
No, Donovan, it's the Cougars. That one.
Oh, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that one either.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So Owen, good luck this weekend. I'm sure you guys will do just fine. And I don't know. I might show up. Your mom made it pretty good. She's like, we need to meet you.
Dude, yeah, you have
And
to meet the parents.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe I'll meet the parents.
Like, yeah.
At some point this weekend if I decide to go. Hopefully it's not super chilly. Let me look at the weather.
It's gonna be cold. Also, I just noticed your mustache is coming back in. Congrats.
Mhm.
And your little goatee thingy you got going.
It's No Shave November. Owen.
Yeah, dude.
Saturday, 32. All right. Strong gust of wind. All right. Well, the good thing for Avila, though, is that they're used to playing in the wind because they're from Kansas. So
Donovan, they practice indoors every day this week. So they are screwed.
Oof.
Yep.
Oof.
I know. Apparently, Coach Lang said that today. Apparently, he saw something on like some social media. Them.
They're not ready.
Yeah.
They're not ready.
But no, yeah. So I'm excited. Hopefully, you and I are feeling a little tad bit under the weather today. It's a little chilly outside. Like we said before.
I think
at the
it's just
interview.
like it's cold and
So-
it's dark. It just gets darker outside, and so like I just like feel a little bit more sluggish. I don't think I'm like actually.
You'll hear
like,
you kind of hear
sick.
my voice a little bit, but
Yeah.
it is what it is. Yeah.
It is what it is, but that will round out the show for today. As I said, a lot of things happening. You guys are playing something on the road for national championships. Volleyball is, women's and men's soccer is.
Are.
Both cross country teams are. Yeah, by the time this comes out, are or already have been done. So huge weekend for Indiana Wesleyan, and
hopefully
for
we can all
of
come out on
the
top.
fans, and hopefully all of them can come out on top.
Yeah.
Give great luck to Stephen and Eli. Hopefully we see a nice old NAIA banner when they
That'd be
bring
sick,
the bus
dude.
back home. So, everyone stay safe, stay warm out there.
Yes.
It's way too cold out here. I don't know how this Louisiana man does it.
Yeah,
But-
practice in the wind today and like cut off.
Oh.
It was sick.
I would be unbearable in practice.
I-
See, that's probably
yeah,
why you're
yeah.
not feeling good.
No.
You go out in a cutoff. It's snowing and windy.
It wasn't that bad eventually.
Eventually.
Like I got warmed up really easily.
Rather
so.
take off layers. You can't put on layers.
Exactly. So I'm fine with what I was at.
All
I have
right.
elbow sleeves. It's all right.
All right. That'll round out the show. Thank you all for watching to this episode, season 2, episode 10. Feels great to be 10 episodes in
To
this
season 2.
First semester of our
Yeah,
senior
dude,
year.
heck yeah.
So have a nice weekend, everybody.
Yep.
Peace.
Peace.